This story with the Rebbe happened exactly 80 years ago. During the war, the Rebbe was in Nice, France. The story was told by Rabbi Shmuel Yankiv Rubinstein, the Rav of Paris. He knew the Rebbe from Paris, and now he's together with the Rebbe in Nice. And it's 80 years ago. It's at the end of 1940. Sukkah of Tovshin Aleph. A few days before Sukkah, the Rebbe approaches Rav Rubinstein, and the Rebbe asks him a question. Are you allowed to go on Mesilas Nefesh? Are you allowed to sacrifice your life for a Hidul mitzvah, for the enhancement of a mitzvah? And Rav Rubinstein answers him that halachically, one is allowed to sacrifice his life only for three things: for Avodah Zarah, for idolatry, and shvichos domim, not to kill, not to save a life and not to kill, and also for the laws of morality. These are the only three instances where you're allowed to sacrifice your life. And Hidul mitzvah is not one of them. To perform a mitzvah with enhancement is not one of them. But the Rebbe did not let him come to a conclusion, because the Rebbe argued back that this is only under normal circumstances. Under strenuous circumstances, the halacha is that you could and you are allowed to sacrifice your life for a lot of smaller things. And the Rebbe did not let him come to the conclusion that you're not allowed. And what happened, they left that question unanswered. And then for 2 days, he says, I didn't see the Rebbe. And after 2 days, the Rebbe came back, and the Rebbe's face was beaming. And the Rebbe brought 2 gorgeous esregim. One he gave to Rabbi Rubinstein, one he kept for himself. What the Rebbe had to do, as we know, the south of France, Nice, has a border with Italy. So the Rebbe had to cross the border from the south of France to Italy, and then cross the international border again from Italy into France. And as we know, the way it was then, that the fascist government of Italy was in cahoots with the Nazis. So it was really sacrificing one's life. And the Rebbe did that, and the Rebbe came back, and he sacrificed his life not for a mitzvah, because there was a nesrik. And from the start, he didn't say for a mitzvah. He says if he can sacrifice his life for an enhancement of a mitzvah. Because there was a nesrik, but it wasn't a Calabrian nesrik. It wasn't an Italian nesrik. Nevertheless, it was an nesrik, but the Rebbe wanted to do. So for the Rebbe, it was not comme il faut. It was not perfect. So the Rebbe wanted to enhance the mitzvah. And the Rebbe went to Mesilas Nefesh. The Rebbe sacrificed his life. And in the year 1950, 1951, in Paris, Rav Rubinstein would tell the Lubavitcher Chassidim, you don't know your Rebbe, but I do. So I'm going to tell you about your Rebbe. And he told him several stories, 2 stories, I believe, and this story was one of them. And it took place exactly 80 years ago.